Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Let's go start now. CM Punk has explained the reason behind the Pepsi tattoo on his left shoulder. This has been a mystery to many WWE fans for years. The Second City Saint has lots of different tattoos covering his body, including his fingers and the back of his ear. There's a backstory behind most, if not all of them. He has a straight edge tattoo, which represents his real lifestyle, and it has also been a part of his on-screen persona. CM Punk recently appeared on WWE Tattooed, a video that the company posted on its YouTube channel. He explained that he got a Pepsi tattoo because he likes Pepsi, and it represents his straight edge lifestyle. CM Punk failed to qualify for WWE Money in the Bank on Raw. In the main event of this week's episode of Raw, CM Punk took on AJ Styles and El Grande Americano in a Money in the Bank qualifying match. Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed interfered in the bout and attacked the former WWE champion. CM Punk could have won, as he had El Grande pinned. However, the latter got the victory and will compete in the ladder match this Saturday. Punk is currently not scheduled to compete at the upcoming Premium Live event, as he didn't qualify. If you use any quotes from this article, please give an H/T to Sportskeeda Wrestling for the transcription. CM Punk reveals the real reason he got a Pepsi tattoo on his shoulder. CM Punk is no stranger to standing out, whether it's in the wrestling ring, on the microphone, or through the ink that covers his body. Among his numerous tattoos, one of the most iconic and talked about is the Pepsi logo boldly inked on his left shoulder. For years, fans have speculated about the meaning behind it. Some believed it was a quirky symbol of rebellion. Others thought it was simply a love for soda. But now, CM Punk has set the record straight, finally revealing the real reason behind the famous Pepsi tattoo. And it's as personal as it is punk rock. The Pepsi tattoo, a statement of identity. In a recent interview, CM Punk delved deep into his motivations behind the tattoo that has long intrigued fans. The Pepsi logo, he explained, is more than just a nod to his favorite beverage. It's a declaration of his lifestyle, his values, and a sharp contrast to the norms of professional wrestling during his early years. I got the Pepsi tattoo because I wanted to show the world that I didn't need to drink or do drugs to be cool, Punk said. I grew up in a scene where people thought you had to party to fit in, and I'd never believed that. The Pepsi logo was my way of saying, "This is me. I'm straight edge. I choose soda over beer, and I'm proud of that." The phrase straight edge refers to a subculture of hardcore punk that promotes abstinence from alcohol, tobacco, and other recreational drugs. Punk has long been one of the most high-profile proponents of the straight edge lifestyle, and the Pepsi tattoo became a symbol of that commitment. Breaking the mold. When Punk first entered the wrestling world, the industry was saturated with larger-than-life characters who often lived hard outside the ring, many engaging in heavy drinking, partying, and controversial behavior. For someone like Punk, who prided himself on being sober and clean, fitting into that world meant defining himself on his own terms. "When I started wrestling, I was surrounded by a culture that glorified excess," Punk shared. "Guys would go out drinking after every show. They talk about their wild nights and drug use like it was a badge of honor. And here I was, this tattooed kid from Chicago who didn't drink, didn't smoke, and didn't want to be part of that scene. I needed something to represent that." The Pepsi logo became his emblem of defiance and individuality. Everyone had a Budweiser tattoo or a Jack Daniels reference somewhere. Punk laughed. "I thought, screw that. If I'm gonna put something on my body, it's gonna represent who I am, not who everyone thinks I should be." The irony and rebellion. There's an irony to the Pepsi tattoo that Punk himself acknowledges. "I know Pepsi is just a big corporation, but that wasn't the point," he said. "It was a jab at the idea that you needed alcohol to be edgy or rebellious. I could drink a soda and still be more punk rock than anyone else in the room." In many ways, the tattoo became a conversation starter, a symbol of his outsider status that demanded attention. For a young wrestler trying to carve a name in an industry that often prioritized conformity over uniqueness, that kind of statement was invaluable. I wanted to stand out, Punk said, not just in how I wrestled or how I spoke on the mic, but in how I carried myself. And the Pepsi tattoo was part of that. Fans embraced the symbol. Over the years, the Pepsi tattoo has become a fan favorite. Punk's supporters, many of whom identify with his straight-edge philosophy, have celebrated the tattoo as a badge of honor. It's been replicated on signs, t-shirts, and even inked on some of his most die-hard fans. For Punk, that level of connection means everything. It blows my mind that people see the Pepsi logo on my shoulder and feel empowered, he said. It's a reminder that you don't have to follow the crowd. You can be different. You can make your own choices, and that's cool. Not just a gimmick. One thing CM Punk is clear about: his straight-edge lifestyle is not a gimmick. This isn't a character I play, he stated. This is who I am. I'm straight edge for life, and that tattoo is a part of that. It's not something I take lightly. That authenticity has earned Punk the respect of fans around the world. While some wrestlers adopt personas for the sake of entertainment, Punk's appeal has always stemmed from the fact that he lives his truth, both in and out of the ring. More than ink. For Punk, tattoos are deeply personal. Each one tells a story, marks a moment in time, or conveys a piece of his philosophy. But the Pepsi logo, in many ways, encapsulates his entire worldview. It's funny, he said, because people will ask me, why not Coca-Cola? Or why not something more hardcore? And I just smile. They don't get it. It's not about the drink. It's about what it represents. It's about staying true to yourself when the world tries to pull you in every direction. A legacy of defiance. In an industry where trends come and go, where wrestlers reinvent themselves every few years, CM Punk has remained remarkably consistent. The Pepsi tattoo, as odd as it might seem to some, is a permanent testament to his unwavering beliefs. It's the most punk rock thing I could do, he concluded. Put a soda logo on my arm and turn it into a symbol of rebellion, a middle finger to conformity. That's me. That's CM Punk. As fans continue to chant his name in arenas around the world, they're not just cheering for a wrestler. They're cheering for an icon who never backed down, who never compromised, and who made a soft drink symbol stand for something so much bigger.